Now, France's former Prime Minister, Edouard Philippe, has announced he will seek the presidency in 2027. Philippe then further rolling the country's political waters after the snap parliament elections called by his ex-boss, Emmanuel Macron, and amid Macron's ongoing search for a new Prime Minister. Well, we're going to delve into the latest French politics, talk to our reporter, Clovis Casali, who joins us now from the Élysée Palace. First of all, Clovis, let's talk about Edouard Philippe. Remind our viewers who he is and why his entry into this fray is so important.
Well, Edouard Philippe is the current mayor of Le Havre in Normandy, and he's especially the former prime minister of Emmanuel Macron from 2017 to 2020. A very strong relationship in those years between the two men. And since he left the job, there was some kind of gentleman's agreement between the two men, some kind of pact of non-aggression, if you will. But this last interview he gave to magazine Le Point is surely going to infuriate the French president, Emmanuel Macron, who keeps saying that the next presidential election is far away and nobody should try to position themselves. And that's exactly what Edouard Philippe has done by saying he will be a candidate to be France's next president, even if there are early snap elections. And in that way, he is opening the door to a possible resignation of the French president. It's not likely for the time being, but some observers are saying that if the paralysis continues, if the political deadlock doesn't end and President Macron can't find a solution for France to be governed orderly with stability at the National Assembly, what other choice would he have than to resign? And that's, of course, what Marine Le Pen and the far right is dreaming of. Edouard Philippe has said that he will be running to be president when the time comes, and also that he has already in mind a set of measures that he describes as massive to change the fate of the French people, to improve the situation, notably on the level of the budget, democratic, social, economic. Edouard Philippe already positioning himself. And it's the timing of this announcement, of this interview, is disastrous for President Macron because, of course, we're still waiting to hear who will be the next prime minister. It seems that there is a bit of chaos here at the Élysée Palace, that Emmanuel Macron can't find the right solution, the right name, the right prime minister who will be able to survive a vote of no confidence at the National Assembly, a prime minister who would get the backing of a majority of MPs.
Yes, the third day in a row, isn't it, Clovis, that we've been talking about this hunt for the new Prime Minister. I mean, who are, at this stage, still the top contenders, briefly?
Well, there are still the same names coming up. Bernard Cazeneuve, a former Prime Minister, former Interior Minister under François Hollande during the Paris attacks. He's a possible candidate. He's actually, if you ask me, the favourite. Then you've got also Xavier Bertrand, a right-wing politician, and you've got Thierry Baudet, who's from a civil society, who's the president of the Economic, Social and Environmental group. But again, very difficult. Yesterday, again, the Élysée Palace, French President Emmanuel Macron speaking on the phone with all kinds of people, party leaders, senior political figures, to try to understand who would back who. And it's very difficult to see what outcome might happen today, tomorrow, who knows. President Macron's entourage has been saying that they're hopeful that today there might be a solution found, a name that comes up, a possible prime minister for France. French people exasperated, a name needs to be found. Of course, you've got crucial things happening, crucial moments coming up, notably the budget. And there needs to be voted and discussed as of October 1st at the National Assembly, with several key moments coming up in the coming days.